myself Satish Dhar, electrical expert, here to explain you the next chapter or next content of our DC machine. So here we will explain your DC machine, their types and all that. So look at whatever the topic content here. So let's start our class. In the last classes I have described about your DC machine. In electrical system your machine contain your two part. One is your generator as well as motor. So here we will discuss about the types of the machine, means the types of generator as well as the types of motor. So in this video I have tried to explain you the different types, why it has typed there and their uses, and what is the important or why we are using the motor in the different aspects, and some small equations are there. What is the generating voltage and how the winding and other are present. A DC generator, first one is DC generator and the second part is your DC motor. So this is the outcome of my class. After completion of the class you can able to get an idea about the different DC generators, what are the types, then similarly your different DC motors along with the use of the motor as well as the generator. So let's start. So DC generator, it is divided into your two types, or you can say depending upon the excitation system it has divided. Now you can ask that what is your excitation system? Now what is your excitation? Now what is the supply given to your field winding? In the system your two windings are there. You can see here, this is one type of winding and this is the other part. So this is called your field and this is called your armature. So whatever the supply given, supply is required to only the field. Then with that field, one EMF, your EMF will generate here. What is the voltage? You can say your voltage or EMF, whatever that. This will generate in your armature. So here we have to give your supply. Okay. So with that, it is divided into two types. One is self-excited, another one is your separately excited. So first come to self-excited. The diagram is already there, so I will not again try to draw the diagram. The diagram is there. The types. So there are, first one is your separately excited. So this is the field winding. So separate supply means your, this is your DC supply, this is your field, and similarly your armature is present here. So this is your armature, this is your field, and the field system is given your supply. The supply is given here. So the field is given, or it is given your additionally supplied. So for that thing it is called your separately excited. And here your load is there. For every machine or for every generator, whatever the generating voltage, it is called your E, or even you can say it is EG. Somewhere you can found it is EG or simply E or some V also there. So this is your generating system. So whatever the current here, it is your IA. Your IA is called your armature current. Means armature is there. Whatever the current flowing in through your armature winding. There are two windings. One is field winding. This is your field winding. Armature winding. So you have to remember that you are having your two windings in your machine. One is field, second one is your armature. You have to give the supply to your field, and your field produce your magnetic flux, and with that, with the rotation of your armature, the armature will produce your voltage. And you can also find a voltage here. This is called your terminal voltage. somewhere Vt also mentioned, or V simple V or Vt, whatever your choice you can take. So here what happened? Whatever the current flowing here, it is called your IF, field current. Similarly, whatever the current is there is called IA, armature current, and the resistance of armature is written as RA, resistance of armature, and the resistance of your field, it is denoted as RF. Okay, so this is all about your separately excitation system. Means your separate DC supply, it is your battery. Separate DC supply is given to your field winding. Okay, in the same next we will discuss your self excitation system. Okay, and you have to remember the use also here. As your some separate excitation system or separate supply should be required here, so it is not randomly used anywhere. So it is basically used in your experimental case. Means whatever experiment or your experiment means some scientific experiment. In your lab, some experiment is there, you are using this one, or from scientific experiment or in laboratory, you are using your separately excited DC generator. So then comes to your self-excitation. Second part is your self-excitation. You can see the diagram. The diagram is here. So here one residual magnetism is there. Means after magnetic a circuit, whenever you are providing or whenever you are cutting the supply also, some property of the magnet will be there. Due to that, your flux created, and this is called your self-excitation system. Okay. So here the self-excitation system is also further divided. It is first one is your shunt. Second one is your series. Then third one is your compound. So shunt generator, series generator, then compound generator. This shunt, series and compound, this depends upon the factor winding, means how the winding will be placed. That is your field winding. Basically it is depend on field winding. How the field winding is placed, accordingly it is divided shunt, series and compound. So let's start your shunt. So shunt generator. So before that you have to understand what is the meaning of the shunt. You have to understand the meaning of shunt. Your shunt means parallel. So I will say this is your parallel. I am putting here means the distance of the two lines. If I will draw the line, you might have studied in your 10th class also. What is your parallel line, straight line, all that. Means if you are considering line A and line B, these are parallel lines. The distance between these lines are same. So but in your elliptical system, you cannot say that two wires are present like that. That means these are parallel. Okay. So look at the diagram. So what happened here? The shunt means one winding is present, and here the armature is present, and the load also present here. So what happened here? Now here, whatever the generation is there, then current will produce here. So the generators, it is your armature, this is your field. So the resistance of armature is RA, resistance of field is your RF. But what is your shunt here? Now this field is parallel to your armature. This field is parallel to your armature. That means it is not looking parallel. But the thing is that whatever the current flowing here, the current is dividing here. Simply current is there and the current is getting divided. Whenever division is there, then only you can see that, sir, this is your Parallel connection. So this is the parallel connection, your field. So your field RF, simply it is RF, but for your shunt generation case, it will written as your RSH, shunt field resistance, RSH, and resistance of armature is RA, and generation is your EG, same thing. Current of here is IF, or you can say also ISF, ISH, and your load current is your IL. If you find out, or you can ask that, sir, what is the generation is there? What is the voltage generation? So if you put here Kirchhoff's voltage law, you can find the generation voltage, your EG equal to V plus IA and RA. What is V? V, your load voltage is V. Voltage across your load, or you say your terminal voltage. The same formula. So EG is the generation, this is generation, and the current is flowing here. So you have to consider that. Always remember that whenever you have to find out the EMF equation, this is your EMF equation. Whenever you want to find out the EMF equation, always put your Kirchhoff's voltage law, and the voltage law should be with your load side only. No need to go to your field side. So you have to apply the Kirchhoff's law in your only to the load side. So this is your load side. Remember that this is the load side, means where your load is present, and in that circuit you have to apply your Kirchhoff's voltage law. Remember Kirchhoff's voltage law. You have to put your Kirchhoff's voltage law where? At the load side. Then only you can find out your EMF equation. No need to by heart, no need to writing number of times to remember. Only just remember, think how it will apply. Okay. So first one is shunt is completed. So what is the use of shunt generator? Where we can use shunt generator? Now as it is parallel case, it is generally used your voltage boosting case. Boosting means you are listening that boost is the power of energy. Whenever you are drinking some glass of boost and you are saying boost is the power of energy, means it is increasing your power. And like that, whenever you are using your DC generator, means where some increasing of the power is required, at that time you are using your. For that you have to apply your KVL in your load side. Then come to your application where we will apply this one, or where we will use the shunt generator. Okay. So in your shunt generator, as it is present parallelly, so you are using in your battery charging. When you say in your vehicle your battery is there. Sometimes your battery get discharges, your light will not glow. At that time, your requirement is to charge the battery. So your first application is charging of battery. For your battery charger. Second is your portable generator. Portable means in your home small generators are there. So that red color some generator is there. You have seen that portable small generator where you can carry the generator to your picnic spot, carry the generator to your any function. So like small generators. So this is for your portable generator, and this is for your somehow lighting, for your lighting purpose. You are using bar light, you are using any CFL, anywhere using any halogen like that. So these are some uses of your generator system. Okay. Then comes to your series. So shunt is completed. Then comes to your series. Now you can say, what is your series generator? What is your series generator? I think you can now you can explain that series generator. Means the diagram here it is parallel. Now put the diagram in a series. So this is your armature. So in the previous, here one diagram is there. Yes or no? So this is parallel case, but here we have to see the So how you know the series? What is the series? Now, if the current is flowing in a single way, there is no deviation, there is no chance of getting extra road, like no crossing is there. In a straight line we are going. Like that, whenever the current flowing in a straight line, whenever the current flowing in a single path, the path is called your series path. So here the current, it is armature, similar to your previous one, it is your RA, it is your here also you can say it is RF, or as it is series, we are representing as is resistance series field resistance, and the load, the voltage is present here, terminal voltage V. Then whatever the current is there, the generation voltage is your EG, and due to the generating voltage, after flowing in the armature winding, whatever the current produced, that is your IA, or simply you can mark your IA here, it is your IA, and whatever the current flowing in the field, series field, you can also mark it as a ISE. Then voltage terminal load is present, so it is your IL. But here you can see, or you can note that your IA is equal to ISC is equal, so ISC is equal to IL. Means it is a only simple path, right? Series circuit. So here field is connected with your series, with your armature. So how to find out your EMF? Now EG equal to same thing, apply voltage law here. So it is V plus IA, current of armature IA, current voltage of your resistance of armature RA, plus another winding is present here, ISE into RSE. But you know that your IA equal to ISE equal to IL. So your final equation will be your EG equal to V is there plus this value and these two value are equal. Take any value. I am taking your IA. So RA plus RS. So where it is used? Now come to your application. Where it is used? Now as it is series generator, the winding is present here. So it will have your high torque. So it is basically used your some increasing or recurrent of increasing. It is like your boosting system. Boost means increase, boost. Then for your traction means your railway. For railway system, basically this is using for railway system. You have to remember that. Railways or train, whatever you see. So this is your use, and these all are your series generator, because this question is repeatedly coming in your 2-mark question, or in your Viva also. Some faculty also ask that where your series generator will use. Okay, so this is for your traction or this is for your railway purpose. Then comes to your compound. So for your compound, you can see the diagram of your compound. So what is compound? Now both combination of series as well as shunt. You see here one winding is there, here another winding is also there. This is the second case of your compound. 2 windings are there. But in your shunt case as well as your series case, only one winding, one field is there. But here 2 field, your series field as well as shunt field, both are combined. So you can say your compound generator is your form of your combination of series as well as shunt. So whenever series and shunt both are in your parallel case, this is called your shunt. Then whenever your shunt field is in parallel with your armature as well as series field, then it's called your long shunt. Simply you can remember from the diagram whatever you are seeing, which one is the long? This is your long, this is your shunt, so it is called short shunt compound generator. Simply remember. Okay, but what is the difference is that now whatever the current here, the current is getting divided here, but here your accordingly your series generator, what happened now, armature as well as series in a single current, so here the current is same but the current is different here. So accordingly it is divided into your, the application is some different. So for your core mining, for electric slow wells, for your hoist, your pump, so this is the key point. This we have covered. Then classification of machine, this is for your generator, motor, and type of DC generator and motor, whatever the motor and generator I have told you, and the use of different generator and motor is there. So this is your important question which may come regularly some exams in previous, just previous exam, the question is also there. Same thing, write down the use of DC series generator. This is the important question you have to remember, and explaining the types of DC generator, DC motor, write down their uses. So this is all about the classes.